Victor asks, can we sponsor Luke to gush about games on air? I mean, given how much he mostly hates games.
I hate games?
I mean, you seem to hate a lot of them.
Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty good. Got him! Let's go!
So if your name is Larian Studios, then $0.
No, I mean, I gush about games all the time. Helldivers is fantastic. Baldur's Gate 3 is really good. Balatro came out of nowhere as a Slay the Spire hyper nerd. That game is awesome. Very excited about that. Games have been pretty good for quite a while now. I feel like we're out of the slump. This is kind of what I was talking about. I feel like the old big companies, honestly, people just kind of ignore them now. Like Assassin's Creed Mirage came out. You didn't hear people hate on it. You also didn't hear people like it a lot. Just nobody cared.
Even Sea of Thieves was in the news for like 2 days.
Sea of Thieves lasted a little bit.
3 days then.
Yeah.
I saw, as someone...
Summit, like, single-handedly kept that game relevant for a decent amount. Like, one Twitch streamer was, like, able... seriously, though. Because Twitch streamers can kind of do that. They can, like, drag a game on. But other than Summit, like, people didn't really seem to care. Yeah, but to talk about another pirate game, I don't even remember the name of it right now. The one Ubisoft just released, the quadruple A game. Skull and Bones. There we go. People were like, including myself, like,
sorry, I meant Skull and Bones. I totally flubbed that. Yeah, Skull and Bones. Yeah.
So yes, I completely agree.
Not Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves stayed relevant for kind of a while.
That was for a while.
Yeah.
I meant Skull and Bones. Yep.
Skull and Bones. Yeah.
It was like 3 days in my newsfeed. And then it was gone. Completely
it's just
gone.
Uninteresting. And before, like, you know, Halo 5 comes out and people are mad for like months.
Yeah. Yeah, Halo Infinite. People are still mad.
For a long time. But I think people are getting to the point where they're just like, whatever, shut up.
Just indifferent.
Now all these new companies are stepping up, making really good games. Some indies are coming out and just killing it. BattleBit was a huge success. Balatro is a huge success. Dave the Diver, massive success. There's other ones that I'm forgetting right now, but they've been killing it. Baldur's Gate 3 killed it. Helldivers killed it. Elden Ring, massive,
amazing
sales.
Did you even say Palworld just now?
Palworld, insane. Games are just like over and over and over again, breaking player limits on Steam, breaking sales limits on Steam. It just, things are actually very good right now. And I think it's largely studios that are not in the original big grouping are releasing bangers.
The funny thing,
players are more willing to buy games that aren't just from like these original big companies.
The funny thing for me is even some of the big traditional players are doing great. Like when Sony announced those layoffs, they also announced like record profits.
In certain areas though, if I remember correctly, the layoffs that happened were with a studio that did not have record profits. I think that was I think it's Forspoken. That's the name of the game. Did not do very well as far as my understanding goes. And I think they laid off like that studio. Or disperse them within the company. I don't necessarily know what happened. What is your take on City Skylines 2? It's not really so much my type of game, but the City Skylines fans are really hardcore. I'm assuming they like it, but I don't know.
They're pretty mad.
Oh, okay.
The game's super demanding, and in a lot of ways, it doesn't live up to the full experience of the previous game because it had like 10 years of modding.
This is a rough point of those types of games, and if you're a fan of that type of game, it'll get there. Sort of just have to get used to it.
It'll get there.
This is a thing with Civ. When a brand new Civ game comes out, it's probably not as good as the last one, but then they'll release a couple expansions, and then it's like really sick.
Like the next Anno game's in trouble. Because Anno 1800 is outstanding.
So much trouble.
And it got like 6 seasons of DLC or something like that, which compellingly added to the game.
Very good DLC.
Not just cosmetic crap
that
or whatever.
Want, because it's great.
That like dramatically improves the game.
Yeah.
Like the first expansion, the New World, is awesome.
Amazing.
It's a whole new world. A whole new world to explore.
The Arctic expansion is sick.
Yeah.
The whatever that jungle kind of one is great.
Yeah. And so Anno, whatever is coming next, it's going to suck by comparison.
Yeah.
For probably a while.
I like playing SnowRunner with my dad. They're releasing a game called Expeditions, a Mud Runner game. And like, it's probably not going to be very good for like a while. And that's okay, because it'll get there. I believe it'll be all right. Civ 5 greater than Civ 6. I also believe this, but I think that's a preference thing. I think you and we probably don't like the districts. That's the only reason why I don't like Civ 6 is I'm not so into the districts. But I also know people that love Civ 6. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where everything we're saying is kind of a generalization. Like there are going to be preferred entries in a series.
Absolutely.
But we just mean in general, when you follow up something that had many years of bug fixes and optimization and in some cases mods, extra content. You can't, like GTA 6. Man, no matter how good that game is,
the online experience is going to be...
It will not live up to GTA 5 Online. Or GTA Online, I guess they call it, but you know what I mean. The online experience that GTA 5 ultimately morphed into that is far beyond what I expected.
Pip-Boy is saying, give us a little feeder on the Starfield review vid. This is it, actually. The Starfield review vid, I'm going to talk about Starfield almost not at all. That's a closed book. The game's garbage.
Got him.
What I'm going to be talking about is this stuff. Is the industry is moving, and as much as I'm going to sit here and mourn the loss of some of my like favorite things, like I do not expect the next Elder Scrolls game will be like worth playing at all, which sucks.
That's bold.
But unless they make dramatic changes in that studio, it's not going to happen. Like I don't know. But there's sick games coming out that are really fun. I'm having a great time playing new stuff. My era of like, I played Morrowind. I went back and played the games before Morrowind. I played Oblivion. All my God, all of these things are amazing, and I can just like guarantee that the next one coming out is going to be sick. That's kind of over, but that doesn't mean that good games are over. So,
are you ever going to finish Final Fantasy VI?
Yes. I will. I'm trying to right now figure out why my computer is blue screening multiple times a day.
What? It's having problems again?
Completely new problems. RAID port 0, something.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Very confusing.
Did you get moss in your fan?
It doesn't seem to be related to overheating.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still trying to figure it out.
All right. Well, bummer.
AMD drivers?
No, he's on NVIDIA now.
Unless they're talking about the CPU.
Oh, I mean, that's possible, but unlikely.
Is cursed with personal PCs? I wasn't until the AMD challenge started. I never had any problems.